Welcome back to any of the mad lads out there that are joining me for some Magic the Gathering this fine evening. And it is a fine evening, to be sure, because look, I've envied these sleeves for a month and a half now. Every time I've seen them, and now they're mine. I kind of wanted to save all of my gold coins for the upcoming Strixhaven set. However, I think I have to pull the trigger. Because I've liked these sleeves. Every time I've seen them, I'm like, dang it. What nice things these are. I like them a lot. I think it exudes aura. And isn't that what life's about these days? All right, now that we got the sleeves, let me look at this real quick. No, the cosmetics have remained the same. Now we've got the sleeves that I've liked for so long. Let me just check this out because it seems like there's some new things. Okay, that's all. We're just gonna jump back into it. I'm a little scared to play standard because I was just facing the mirror all of last night, but we're gonna do it, and we're gonna be doing it in a patient style. My dude, Eerie, what's up, my friend? Yube, do you wanna play STS2 with us? STS2. I'm not sure what that is, Ian, but maybe I'm down. Yo, you see the Strixhaven spoilers yet? I've seen a few of them. I'm not caught fully up with it, but I think I've seen enough, and it's pretty Slay the Spire 2. Oh, is it a co-op game? I didn't know that. I did not know it was a co-op game. But I have thought about playing Slay the Spire 1 countless times over my years. I haven't done it really. So I'm actually intrigued by the premise. There's a co-op mode. Are you guys playing it right now? Maybe I'm not gonna do it tonight, but I'm intrigued to do it with you guys. That'd be a lot of fun. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness I had this in my hand. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I don't like the fact that it's probably gonna die the next turn cycle, but it's a 6/6, so it might survive. Raimi and I are playing it. Dang, now I do want to join. I do want to join. And there it goes back into my hand. That's a shame. But at least it's not destroyed and it's just in my hand. We can work with that. We can definitely work with that. I think I'm gonna play the Feather of Flight on it right now to confirm that I actually get the value off of it. They showed off all of the commander decks in the set Elder Dragons, more of the bonus sheet, etc. Vampiric. I knew the Vampiric Tutor and Force of Will reprint. I didn't know about the Force of Will. And Slay the Spire is amazing and heard it's better, especially with friends. Yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing about the fact that it's co-op. So it sounds pretty cool. It's better, especially with friends. Could you have two different pictures for the horizontal and vertical live stream? I always click the wrong one first. Oh, that's a good idea. I've never thought about doing that. But yeah, I'll start doing that. Maybe I'll add like a graphic saying horizontal, vertical. I'm not sure which one's the best way to do it, but yeah, that's a great idea. Dang, I didn't expect to hear about Slay the Spire, so now my brain's going in a million different directions. I'm all over the place now. Or like in the title at least. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, do I do it now? I don't think he's guaranteed to play another card. I'm gonna let that resolve. Hope he plays another card, and then I'm gonna Aven the second card. Because why would I Aven a draw spell? That's much better. You would still have this. Huh. I'm gonna do it because he's not guaranteed to play another card after that. And I want to put this on the board. Usually buy it and show us your credit card numbers on stream. Honestly, I'd probably make a mistake like that, 100%. And it's dead. I should have waited, but it just wasn't guaranteed. It didn't seem like. But he's down to 2 cards in hand, well 3. But I knew this one, so it's not that big of a deal. So we might be able to outlast this if I do draw. If I do draw a creature, that is. How y'all doing tonight? How are you doing, Bill? Thanks for coming back. Just label the vertical stream as a vertical stream title. Whoa, it's Yupe. Whoa, it's Raimi. I hope you're enjoying Slay the Spire with Ian. Sounds fun. Drake Hatcher? Ooh. Some drakes are happening. This is pretty exciting. And I drew a plains. Wouldn't you know, I drew a plains. I don't think it's worth it to feather a flight their creature yet. I'm not that desperate, but the desperation is coming. It might come sooner rather than later, especially now that they have an otter, but they only have one card in hand. Hopefully it's not a draw spell. And it's not. Okay, love that. Love that for me. I'm only taking 7 damage, so I'm going down to 10. He can harmonize that. He can't do it now. Do I do? Let's see. Do I feel like if I don't draw a creature this turn, I'll lose. So is it worth? I'm gonna just try. And I didn't. I should have done it. I should have done it. Damn it. I'm just gonna do it, see what I draw. And it's a plains. Awesome. Love that for me. I'm not gonna sit through that. That's fine. We'll be alright with losing a game I don't think I should have lost. Let me think about that game state. What could I have done differently? I could have waited to play Optimus Scavenger a whole nother turn, so I had back-to-back protection for it. But that's so slow, you know what I mean? By the way, the Deadpool Secret Lair never sold out if you want to get your hands on some dope physical cards. I've never been into Deadpool, and I'm not a big fan of really anything Marvel. And I'm not a fan of Universes Beyond, so I've never had the desire to get my hands on a Secret Lair, except for some of the decks. But those are in-house decks, not any of the Universes Beyond sets. But that's lucky for me, since less of a reason to waste money, in my mind. Alright, now I can play Slumber Keyguard. I have enough creatures in my hand, so this isn't as sketchy. Another person playing a Mountain. Fascinating stuff. I think I'm just going to play Optimus Scavenger. They clearly have a response, a cheap removal spell to be sure. But now I have protection back-to-back turns, which is what I needed, which is probably the differentiator between a win last game and a loss last game. So we're feeling all right. And now I don't even have to do it. I can continue to hold up. And now I have 2 Aven effect, but I can just play this, get more value from the Shard Mage, and let's make this strong because that has the ability to buff stuff. We can put that, I'm gonna leave that on top because having 4 mana with an Aven is actually pretty ideal. So that means I'm assuming that something's gonna get targeted here. I'm gonna have Shard Mage pop off. So next turn I can, I can get something. I can get something from my toils, methinks. 2 Slick Shot show-offs for free, basically, is what I'm being shown. So that means that Aven's less impactful. But I'm not really using the Avens on his Slick Shots. I'm really planning on using the Avens for protection from the removal spells that are eventually going to be coming my way. And he's going to be going down to a low enough life total that I think just having Avens on the board is just going to be good enough. Because he's at the point to where he has to play both of these. He's going to have to think about, there's one of them. I could plot it, couldn't I? But no, I'm not going to. It is a flyer. Another one hits the field for free. Cool. Another one, whatever. They're hasty guys, fine. But now they're just gonna come at me. Fine. Oh, now I'm thinking about it, they were plotted, weren't they? There, that's the one I want to Aven. I'm not taking all that damage, that would be nutty. Alright, and I still have the Shard Mage. Let's see. Resolve. So they're all 3/2s, but the 2s are the thing, you know what I'm saying? And this is, okay, this is plotted with the Aven. Pass. Yeah, I'm not blocking that. I don't need to. They're all tapped out. And I have Shard Mage still, so I just win. I have no idea what the hell does it, what does this say? Okay. To me. Interesting. Resolve all, I suppose. Okay. He's tapped out now, right? Yeah, so I just win. Yeah. I just win. Okay, he's not even gonna let me attack. Man, I'm all over the place now. It's funny how one little thing can make me feel all over the place. I wanted the Dan deck, but sold out to scalpers in 27 minutes. I hate to admit this, Penny the Wise, because I literally just went on a tangent about liking to save money. But someone mentioned the Dan deck, and I didn't really understand what it was on stream. Then I looked into it, and it seemed right up my alley, and I bought it from a scalper. But the scalper did seem nice. First, I don't even know. Are they anyone that resells? Are they considered a scalper? They seem like a nice person. I bought it from them for too high of a sum. The last Blackbird. How's it? Welcome back, Blackbird. I'm glad you're here. Bill Tony Deadpool is the only superhero I like. Started reading the comics way before Ryan Reynolds. I can see why people like Deadpool. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I was a really big fan of Marvel movies when it was Iron Man 1. When it was like still like Earth-based. But then they got like supernatural. And that's when they lost me. But I was a huge fan of Iron Man 1. Ian got dead. He got Dan as well. Ian, were you lucky enough to get Dan from Secret Lair, or did you pay too much for it like me? I have a feeling you paid the right price. I have a feeling about that. All right, Ginger Brew. They're gonna put me in the lead, and I'm gonna stay there. I have decided. 3, 6, 8. Playing against the Swamps. Of course I am. Of course I am. Perfect. Love to see a Recording Hex on my Ginger Brew. And now he's gonna go into a lower life total. Maybe. Actually, I'm gonna remove all of the removal from his hands right away, because he's gonna definitely target this with another one of his cheap bullshit cards. And I'm gonna play the Shard Mage. I think that's the correct thing to do. Non-land permanent card from it. That player discards that card. Awesome. Love that for me. Well, I'm not gonna respond to it. Ginger Brew, the Shard Mage might be going. Maybe I should have played the Shard Mage. Yeah, I should have played the Shard Mage there. That was a mistake. But maybe I can just draw another one, or a Plains would be alright. Alright, I made a mistake. My first one of the day, but I did draw a card, so he has no knowledge of these two cards right here. The world is my oyster. I got on a release. I don't usually... What a brag, man. Braggadocious man right there. Alright, I'm able to play 2 cards here. I think that's the better option. So if he does try to kill me 2 more times with his a million amounts of cheap removal spells that black are blessed with, he's gonna have to do it twice for me to be without creatures. And now he's tapped out. That's lovely for me. If he wants to get that piece of shite back, he's gonna have to pay his taxes for it. I would rather him have to pay taxes on the Ginger Brute than the Slumbering Keep Guard. Definitely keeping that in my hand. I think... Yeah, I mean, he is trigger happy with his removal, so I'm keeping that for sure. Now he's at 12. That puts me in a more comfortable spot, but the real comfortable spot is the fact that he only has 3 cards in his hand now. I think I want to scry and draw. If I can scry my way into a Plains, that would be lovely. Come on. Damn it. Whip, 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 whip. That's alright. That's okay. I will just attack you with this. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Damn it. This is not a good place to be. I'm gonna lose a whole freaking heaping amount of life next turn, aren't I? No attacks, because I gotta block. I don't want to lose half my life. A demon. That's fine. I'm just gonna draw removal. Simple as that. I hate chump blocking this early on, but I think it's worth it. A seam rip is lovely. The demon has got to go, but I think I need a chump block instead. Man, 2 planes is really screwing me now. No, I think I'd rather lose 6. I don't know. I think I'd rather lose a lot. I think I'm just gonna keep attacking. Yeah. I'd rather. I don't know. We'll see what happens this turn. I don't think I could have not attacked another. Maybe I could have. Man, I don't know. I would love to draw planes. The planes would really make me a lot happier in this situation. Come on, play something so I can respond with Shard Mage. I want to stop thinking about Shard Mage. Okay. Now I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Because he's definitely going to take away Shard Mage from me. So I might as well get my value from the Shard Mage, at least try to. Now this isn't going to get killed. I have all creatures now, so that's less scary. And I'm going to have a chump blocker. Even if I don't draw planes, I'll have a chump blocker next turn. So I'm feeling alright, maybe. He's going down to 8. Fuck, man. But at least I have a chump blocker. And I'll be gaining life. Okay. Alright. He's down to 5. I'm at 14, have a chump blocker. He has a lot of mana to kill both of my creatures. That would suck. This could go to 4 next turn. He's at 5. Who knows? Who knows? If he attacks and I don't block, he loses. You control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Otherwise, you lose 2 life. He's okay. That means he has a way to kill my. This means he has a way to kill. Okay, I have to block, so I might as well not lose life. He has a way to kill it, 100%. This land exile up to 3 target cards from graveyards. That's fine. Totally fine. And if I draw a planes, I think I just win. He still has 5. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. He's looking at it like he can. And he can pay the ward, of course he can. What a horrendous place to be in. And he gets his other fucking dork back. God, this fucking deck is bullshit. So I'm gonna be losing a lot of life. The only good news is, at any fucking point, I could win still. So I literally have to stay in the game. He still doesn't have a demon. I have a chump. If he attacks both, I lose, right? So I have to chump block, don't I? How does that work? How does that work? Well, it doesn't matter. Well, we're about to find out if it works. Big E's back. What's up, Big E? I hate to admit it, but Avon's actually has cost me here. The fact, well, no, Avon didn't. The fact that I'm having only 2 planes is, he still doesn't have a demon. Okay. Okay. I have no chance of winning. Damn it. So, oh, that is so annoying. Yeah, I lost. Frick, that is so annoying. Josh is back as well. Put a brawl deck together for the midweek. Hell yeah. I'm less angry today. I hope so. God, you were about to burst a blood vessel. This is the most annoying situation I run into in this game, period. Losing by 1 to this, Well, to be fair though, I haven't ran into that card in a while. 07 to you as well, Biggie. Very topical that you came to the stream right when that happened with Aiden. Alright, we're gonna let it go. Hey, I got a pack for my troubles. That's fine. And I forgot even to look at my daily. I should have looked at my daily. I might have wanted to re-roll it. But I was so excited that I got my weathered card for April Fools. And I wanted to play again, so. Alright. Bounce. I'm gonna let that bounce off me. Like BB's off of Buick. Take a swig of water. Why did we sign if the info was wrong? I don't have time to answer that stupid question at the moment. And to be fair, we're getting pretty good hands. So, I can't even be too mad at it. Let me think about the last game. Could I have done something different? I'm not sure if I could have, honestly. I probably could have. And I'm getting spells from there. Alright, so this game just doesn't want me to have fun today, apparently. Apparently. I'm working on a randomizer Nuzlocke for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels of the Roses. Wow. I didn't know such a thing existed. To be honest with you. Well, I don't want to get spell snared back to back. That would suck. But I might, yeah, I'm gonna try to do this instead. And they can counter it. And they're not countering it. Well, we'll try this. Yeah, why not? Get the cards out of his hands as quick as possible. But it's probably a Consult the Star chart, so I probably don't have anything to be worried about. And usually these decks have less removal. Yes, it was a Consult the Star charts. I'm learning. It only took a month and a half, but I'm learning. Usually they have less, when they're running such heavy counters, which this seems to be, they have less board removal. And yeah, that sounds super cool. I didn't know a Nuzlocke for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Roses really existed. Because doesn't that mean that there's like a hacked ISO of it? Or is it just something that you choose to do? Like you choose a deck and you just don't change the deck, or you every single level or every single like person you play, that's when you get a card. I don't know. I don't even know what that entails. Alright, they're thinking big time, because apparently this brain dead deck requires a lot of thought. Now, I think it's worthwhile to try to play another one. Even though it'll probably... No, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. I think I only play my 2 drops in response to their things. I think that's the only thing that makes sense playing against a guy like this. So I'm going to keep, especially the creature. Especially my last creature, I'm keeping it. That must be the correct thing to do. And then consult the star charts. Now, wait, Spell Snare? Spell Snare is a 1-drop. Should I try it now? Yeah. I think it's, yeah. If they Spell Snare, okay. Now I know that a Spell Snare is not in their hand, so I should, now I have 2 creatures, so I can be less scared, but they are they're looking at a whole lot of cards. So I'm not at peace. However, I feel like I have discovered a better way to play against this slot fest that is... Okay, now that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay. I'm in the air. I'm in the air. I don't want that to happen. So, let's make him pay his taxes if they want to get me. And they have a Spell Snare, don't they? They have a Dispelling Exhale, but they're tapped out now, and they're down to 9. I still feel a little bit better, but here's Avon in my fucking hand again with only 2 planes. The fact that this has happened twice in a row is making me a bit... It's chafing my heart a bit, to be honest with you. But we have 2 creatures. 3 creatures, in fact. Not Unholy Annex. Okay, I'm fine with that. Way to play just all the Slopfest cards. You should be really proud of yourself. You're losing, you're drawing, but you're still tapped out. I'm totally okay with that. I am totally okay with that. It requires 5 He has 5. I have a Sheltered by Ghost, so I don't think I care about that. What I want to do... Would I rather draw? I think I'd rather draw. No, I'm going to play a creature while I can. Yeah, playing a creature while I can is definitely the better play. He's going to be taking a lot of damage here. He might think that he's safe because he has potential demons and he also has the Furdot core. So maybe that's the only thing he's relying on. But again, I don't care because I have ways to remove it. And I might be lucky enough to draw a... I don't know. Well, I don't have anything that costs 1 in my hand, but this is in the air. His one demon's gonna be in the air. So it's gonna require pretty much all of his mana. Now he has 2 mana, so he could... Man, if he counters my Sheltered by Ghost, that would suck the big one, to be honest. Oh, wow. Now he doesn't have anything. Now he just loses. Right? He just loses. Why did he do that? I don't get that at all. Why didn't he... Oh, with no counters on it. We got a dub against my enemy. So, I equalized after last game's abhorrent loss. So we're all right. There's an ISO modding tool. Damn. Been testing settings and rules to balance the game. Simply put, singleton only, no password. Add if you lose. Your deck leader gets axed. Start. Damn, so you're doing it. That's pretty cool. That's even cooler than I expected it was. Damn. Good on you, mate. I've never done a Nuzlocke before in my life, and I've only watched one Nuzlocke series. However, that Nuzlocke series was actually pretty entertaining. So I've always thought about maybe doing it. I will say, I am drawing pretty well. And of course, I'm drawing this well in gold. But we'll just take the happiness as the happiness is presented to me, and they put a card back. Are they putting multiple cards back? No, they're not. Okay. Okay. I've been surprised about what happens with, this. However, I still think that I feel okay enough to play Optimus Scavenger turn 1. I'm not going to be scared of the hypotheticals here. I made that mistake yesterday. Stella corrected me on it. Okay. It's not mono green. I didn't think it was. Because I have seen this in the mono green stuff. But they didn't kill Optimus Scavenger off the rip, so we're still feeling good. They still could, though. Fugitive Droid. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe a new TMNT type of deck. Okay, this creature can be blocked if an artifact entered the battlefield under control. Sacrifices creature counter target spell that targets an artifact or a creature you control. Okay, but you gotta pay blue for it. So now's the time, I guess, to get rid of stuff. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 close. Oh man. Probably get rid of this, huh? This seems pretty vital to them, but yeah, definitely. I think definitely. I don't know about definitely, but that seems like something that won't be very good for me. They could double block, so I'm definitely not doing that. That sucks. Artifact spam, most likely, using black and red, splashing green, I suppose. The only artifact deck I've really played against is the one that does the simulacrum thing. So this is new and fun. I have no ill will against this at all, but this scares me. This card scares me. I definitely have to keep getting rid of it, I think. I don't think I really have a chance to win otherwise. Because as y'all have seen, I don't do very well with the idea of drawing creatures. 1, 2, 3. Still can't attack, unfortunately. Oh, sorry, blue. Oh, you're good. Is it artifacts is being tried out in Standard the last time I saw some content. Oh, interesting. So this is brand new. That's pretty cool. Idea go wide with the guide makers. All right, so I ripped up the right ones, methinks. And now he doesn't have any more. And he has enough mana already, and he has this, and he has no hand. So I think the correct move here is to, now that I have Ward 2 million, I think that's the correct move, especially since I'm doing oof. Now I have a backup in case this gets removed, which it could. I don't know if this deck has a lot of removal. I think there might just literally just be go wide as this strat. And I'm doing the thing, man. I'm doing the thing. I'm gonna hope to draw planes, so I have protection with my shard mage. That's greedy. I shouldn't have done that. That was enough for him to say goodbye. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I should have held up the shard mage. If I wanted the thing to like buff me up, I should have just done one shard mage, if that. Okay, that was dumb. I deserve to lose that game just because of that dumb thing I did right there. Ah, okay, I'm gonna forget about it. I'm gonna forget about it. I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna ingest that mistake. Don't do it again. Move on. All right, we won. That's the good news. And I ranked up a little bit. Bro is cooked. Biggie just followed me, Big. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for following me, Biggie's Let's Play. Also, first like of the stream. Come on, chatters, you're slacking. Bro's cooked. Good game. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I learned something. I didn't really learn something. I just saw the mistake that I made. So that's a good thing. Also, thanks for calling out the likes. I got an animation for it. I'm really bad with the TPAs, but you guys always have my back. You guys are such amazing people. I appreciate it. What I have noticed is that the real-time like count on YouTube isn't very real-timey. That's what I've noticed, I think. All right, this is a good hand. If I haven't drawn my third planes in 4 back-to-back games. Okay, this hand is not that good against a fast deck, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let's hope he doesn't hold up any mana. I can play a Most Helpful Weaver no matter what. Okay, he has one. Oh, I drew my third thing. I drew my third thing. Let's see if my spider gets got instantaneously. Now I don't care as much because we can actually play the Aven. It didn't. It lives. It lives. That deck could be good in the future. Just need the right cheap playable artifact at a low mana cost.
Danger surrounds us.
Speaking of that, have we seen any cheap artifact? I haven't heard anything about artifacts being in Strixhaven. And I don't know much about the Planeswalker peoples in Strixhaven. I don't know if any of them are artificers though. All right, what the hell is happening? Create a 1/1. Okay, another go wide strat, it seems. I would have loved to have Avened a Johnny. And I don't. Oh, I get sheltered by Ghost and Johnny. Even better. Well, not even better. I don't have a Shard Mage in my ham bones right now. But I can attack still. I'm just gonna make. Oh, that was a mistake. I got too fast. I wanted to attack too bad. All right, I need to lock in. I was just so hyper focused on attacking that I seem ripped for no fucking reason, and now my spider is dying. I knew it was gonna die, but Johnny's back. All right, that was a mistake. That was a mistake, and I deserve to lose now. I really do. But the good news is he is tapped out, and it does 4 damage to target tapped creature. I won't be tapped. Okay, I won't be tapped, and I have 1, 2, 3, so this will be 4. I think since I have no protection from what's in his hand, I'm going to not seem ripped. I don't think. No. Ah. All right, he plussed that up.
My allies
That's fine. He has 2 creatures now. Maze Mind Stone. Not looking good for me. But my spider is getting bigger and bigger. Now I'm past the 4 damage threshold. So that makes me think that I might be okay to play Ethereal Armor, attack, and then hold up Aven. Ooh, I could kill him, so I don't have to think about him ever again. Let's do that. Then I'll Aven his attempt at killing my spider, because that's definitely coming. He's blocking it as I thought he would. But one less Kithkin, that's what it is, a Kithkin, right? One less Kithkin for me to think about. Next, end turn. All right, we've equalized. You should have sheltered the token and killed the Johnny. You're right, Stella. You're 100% right. That was 3 boneheaded mistakes back to back. But I think we've equalized here and we have a chance. I don't deserve a chance to win this game after playing so horrendously. Okay. Fine, resolve. Totally okay with that. Now he's gonna play something to probably finish it off. Yes, he is. And that is what I'm going to Avon. And hope he doesn't have another one of those, because he does have plenty of mana for it. But if he does, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world, because I have a creature again. And he doesn't. Maybe? Yeah, I definitely don't deserve to be in the position I'm in right now. I 100%. Okay, double strike on the Avon. So the Avon's gonna go through. And we're going to not play the Optimus Scavenger. We're going, oh man, what do I want to do? Okay, this would take care of that. This will take care of this. I mean, if, We're going to attack. And we're going to kill the Ajani with the Avon, I think. Then we're going to kill... Well, not going to kill. We might kill the Kithkin. And if we don't kill the Kithkin, I might seam rip the Kithkin. Okay, we're killing the Kithkin. So now... I can play 3 creatures. I can put... No, I can't. Okay, 2 damage, that's why. That would have been bad. The Johnny's dead. I can play the Optimus Scavenger. And I can Avon against the board wipe. So I'm actually feeling I should not be in this position. But when life gives you lemons, you throw them at the opponent and hope to deal enough damage to win with those lemons. Alright, he's scrying. He's hoping for something now. Okay, let's see what he does. He has 3 6 manas. Okay, resolve. Perfectly fine with that. He has 4 manas. Pass. Interesting. Certainly they're gonna try to destroy something, right? Maybe they don't care about these little guys. Maybe they're waiting to like stock up on enough spells to kill something. Do I 1 2 I'm gonna let that go through. Funny enough. Yeah. Because that doesn't ruin me. And I have another one. Alright, that was the right choice. I could seam rip this. Or this, because it has more counters on it. You gain 4 life. I have no idea what their strat is. However, after they spent manas and resources killing the Optimus Scavenger, I think no matter what, I'm gonna play the Optimus Scavenger, because I feel like that's demoralizing. And I'm really focusing now, so I apologize if I'm ignoring anybody. I will get back to you in 1 second, I promise you. However, I don't want to make any more boneheaded mistakes, because that's embarrassing. I don't want to be in the business of embarrassment. Alright, yeah. Demoralizing. I'm doing it. And we're gonna hold up the Avon. I think I'm only gonna Avon a board wipe. I think that's what I'm gonna hold on to. Maybe these are more of a problem than I'm thinking they are. But he's back up to 17. I don't really care about that. I don't think. Artifact should be in Strixhaven since one of the schools is literally like archaeology, folks. Okay, there we go. Stella Bravo says, hey, you bae. Hello to you, Stella. Like lore-wise, yeah, that's what I was. You should have sheltered. I read that. Splashing for Mardu, huh? 100%. Yeah. Where did I leave off on? I see more grindy token controllers. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm making a shitty Brawl deck for the midweek. I have no idea how to make decks for Brawl. If you have any cards that say Landfall, do that. Definitely. Landfall, when I was literally toiling away yesterday with it. Yeah, I'm gonna let that go. Yeah, I can seam rip the demon. I don't care about that in the slightest. Totally okay with this. Normally, I'm so trigger happy with my Avens. It's not even funny, but I don't think I need to be. All right, they can pay. Can they pay 4? No, they can't pay 4 this turn. So I'm all good to all attacks. I'm all good with that. I'm playing way more patient than I have done in the past. I'm kind of proud of myself. I've really bounced back off to that early game mistake. I think the top end is going to be a 5-mana planeswalker that doubles tokens created. Honestly, this one you can no-brain Flourishing Emblem go brr. Hey, you want to know something funny? I do. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure you ended the Twitch stream by raiding another channel. I did. Someone said to do it. Dude, actually, I honestly wish that you didn't bring that up, Hailston, because it's actually a bad... Like, it stressed me the frick out, because it was the first time I raided anybody. I tried to do it once, and it didn't work. Then I tried to do it again, and it didn't... And it kind of... I saw Bill in the chat, and then I watched him for a second, and he was mute. And then I felt bad that it worked on someone that was not entertaining in the slightest. I don't want to judge anybody, but he was just, like, literally sitting there. I was like, okay, next time that I ever try to raid anybody again, I'm gonna have to look up how it really works, because I don't know. I was thinking about it for way too long yesterday. I was literally sweating from it. It was reset with Tori. She was playing Commander. I was in the game. No way. So it worked the first time. Okay, I did. So it was not telling me that it worked the first time, and then I tried it again, and the person was mute. So that's cool. It was reset. That's interesting. So you know Tori. That was the first. Okay, interesting. Strixhaven main focus on instants and sorcery, similarly to how Theros is enchantment focused. Though there are a couple of neat artifacts. Don't worry on ignoring. You got to focus. In my opinion, that's kind of a misplay. Which one? Now I'm backed up. Which was the misplay? Hold an Aven. They're gonna animate the changing artifacts next turn, and then they don't get life loss. I didn't really care for the life loss, honestly. I don't really care for the life loss. Who did you raid? Apparently, I raided somebody named Tori, but it was like... So, like, the interface, it was showing me that it didn't work. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try again. And then I raided I have no idea who I raided the second time. And I didn't really watch him for too long, but he was literally just like this. I don't even think he was playing the game. And Bill, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. It was a bad experience. I don't want to think about it. But at least I know Hailston was in Tori, so Tori must have been a decent person. So that's cool. Because then I started thinking about it. It's like, I don't know the people I'm raiding. They could be bad people. You know what I'm saying? It stressed me out. I'm done thinking about it. All right, let's think about it. Can I one-shot him now? Well, it looked like he was time stalling me. So I don't even want to try to. Seam Rip would make this go up by 1, 6, 7, 9, 10. It wouldn't be game, so I'm not going to do it. I could have had game if I Avened, but who knows what. He probably has another one of these or something similar to it. But it seems like he's AFK, or at least trying to time stall me. I don't know why, because I don't think the game is necessarily like guaranteed on my side. Because like he has a 6/6 demon, he has a Furdock core. I mean, like, the world is his oyster. I was playing the mono black deck, if I remember, with Trazeen the Infinite. Interesting. Well, that's cool. That makes me feel better, because if Hailston was in the first... Okay, at least I rated at least one good person. It makes me feel better about that yesterday. All right. I think that's back-to-back games where I don't believe I deserve to win. and I won. So now I'm gonna focus up. I'm gonna focus up, and I'm gonna deserve to win this next game, and I'm gonna win. Ooh, lots of pressure there. And I still don't know if you can hear my annoying water bottle, but after every drink, it like screams at me. But I think I have a filter on this mic that maybe, just maybe, I can get away with it. Hey, that's a better. It might not be a better start, but at least Avon's online right away. Where the last few games it wasn't. I was kind of stuck on 2, and 2, even though it's totally doable to win. All right, this is not a great hand for a deck like this, but at least I gotta play a creature without instant hate. Actually, shit, I should have done this. Actually, no, I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, totally fine with that, because this can't be killed this turn. This could have been. Side of hand, okay, even better for me. They're probably gonna attack with the otter, but I can take 2 damage. Emo pizza. And they're bouncing it. That gives me tempo. Love that for me. I absolutely adore that for me. Now, I could do a couple things. In fact, I'm gonna do this. I've decided. I almost did this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna modify my Wonder Weave, hold up 1 mana for the Shard Mage while scrying. I think 3 is plenty, so I'm scrying that away. I'd rather draw an Avon in a time like this, or simply another Shard Mage. Beautiful. That was a beautiful turn. All right, definitely playing better than the last game and the game prior. He's already looking at my Slumbering Keep Guard with bad intentions. I'm here in time for the shenanigans. Lee, welcome back. Welcome back to all y'all. I love y'all. Man, you guys make my evening, that's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Now, it kind of seems like he might not have an optimal hand. Also, I'm in gold, so maybe these guys are newer players like me, so maybe these are more fair of fights. So maybe he's just testing things out. Maybe he's stuck on two lands, and that might be what be stymieing him. That's cool for me, I think. I'm gonna let that go. I'm definitely holding on to my Shard Mage because that pays dividends against a deck like this, and I'm glad I did. Boom. And I get a Scry again, another Plains. I mean, I can do 2 things next turn. I can put Ward 2 million on. I can actually. What to do? I'm gonna keep on top. I like the idea of playing 2 things next turn. I like the idea, and they have 3. All right. Alrighty dighty. We're going to. Well, they're probably gonna have a cheap spell for this, aren't they? They can't pay the ward on this. They could. Alright, so the reason why I'm doing it like this is that if I put it on the Slumbering Keep Guard to protect both things, they're at the mana where they could kill either thing. So this protects me further. I'm gonna suck up the token because if they do end up killing my Wonder Weave, they could get another Otter right back. Prowess is happening. I don't know what that card says. Ethereal Armor is a game changer actually is a thing in Magic, so I can't actually say that. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a citizen with base power and toughness and gain hexproof. Interesting. I think that's the first time I've seen that card played against Moi. Now they're tapped out, so now it's kind of safe. Now I have an Ethereal Armor, so I can maximize the damage here, maximize the amount of health. So I'm gonna play that pre-combat, even though I already knew what I was gonna keep on top. Maybe I should have scried that away. No, I'm a flyer, and they're at 8. That guarantees, in my mind, that guarantees the win next turn. They could play a flyer, who knows? Stock. Okay, now I win. I win. Neat. Neat. The lesson deck is using instances that aren't the standard lessons. Yeah, it is neat. Will it pay off? We shall see. After looking back at the VOD, it was the Trazine game. I got salty AF and went infinite to kill one guy. Lesson deck will have Storm soon. The Prismari Dragon will have it. Lesson, yeah, what I saw was that lessons were actually got a buff, it seemed like. Because there's lessons in. He says good game. What a mad lad. Good game, I'll say good game. I am happy with that game. I think I played more solidly than the previous 2 games, and they were a mad lad and played non-standard cards, which I appreciate fully. Hey guys, like the stream, help out Ube. Thanks, Stella. You are a friend to me. I've been liking the vids ever since I've subbed. I will say, yeah, I've noticed that the like button doesn't update in real time, but I appreciate you helping me out, Stella. Don't know why most who watch here don't. Me either. We're fine. The Prismari Dragon costs more mana than a Mind Desire, and the payoff is pretty hard to consistently get with the spells in the format with no fast mana. So I watched the second raid dude for half an hour-ish. First of all, he didn't thank you for the raid. His mind chat laughed because it was just me. Typical Demire controlled chump kid, to be honest. Your hypothesis is correct. This seems like a new player. Definitely. And we ain't mad at that. Alright, I'm glad I'm mulligan. Keep 7. You go first, keep 7. Your opponent kept a hand of 7. You go first, keep 6. Oh man, I'm all over the place tonight. Definitely want to put this back because the rest of my hand is gas. And turn. First of all, he did thank you for the raid. His mod and chat laughed because it was just me. Did they laugh? Was that why they laughed? Or were they laughing at something on screen? If so, they seem I don't know. I didn't like the vibe in there, and I instantaneously regretted my choice of raid. But I felt like I was on a time crunch. However, I don't want to speak ill of people, especially people I don't know. I think normally I would just automatically seam rip the Land of War Elves. Automatically. However, I think I want to kind of start the flying shenanigans. But maybe, you never know what, yeah, Stella's advice is ringing in my head right now. No, I want to play a creature. Stella's advice is ringing in my head right there about, like, you don't know what they have in their hand. They could have literally nothing in their hand. So seam ripping the Land of War Elves felt alright to me. And then if they did have Badgermo Cup, they would have had to pay for it the old-fashioned way. They didn't. However, I still like okay, they have 2. So seam ripping the Land of War Elves would have made no difference. Now I can hold on to Avon for the Orboid to delay the Orboid even longer. How expensive is Orboid? I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna spend the time to look it up. I should know by now how expensive Orboid is. Orboid. It's a 4-drop? In this goddamn economy? That's ridiculous. That is honestly bonkers. I think I gotta try to outpace. I think I gotta outpace Orboid, methinks. What does this say? They have some. Oh my gosh. Oh, what do I want to do? Oh, I'm so upset. Okay. We're doing it. We're gonna modify it. We're going in the air. Hopefully I can play faster than Orboid. Certainly a green deck is gonna have Orboid. Who knows? Maybe they're a mad lad and they're not playing Orboid. I'm getting ahead of myself. They can definitely play the ward, but usually green doesn't play a lot of removal. But I have been fought before with the fight spells. We'll see. We'll see. Vibe was off for sure. Your hypothesis is correct. It seems like a new player. Yeah, but in late game, the dragon will be nice touch with the source that gives all your instant storage from the graveyard. Justin says 4. Oh, I could have just looked at the chat instead of looking it up. All right, no Orb Boy. I made the right call. However, he didn't play almost his entire hand, so maybe not. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, put a +1/+1 counter, +1/+1 counter. When you cycle this card, destroy up to target artifact or enchantment with mana value X. Can they cycle when it's on the field? I don't think they can, right? I don't think so. That's the only thing with reach, and it's a 2-drop. So say less, my friend. What I do know is the trample is the problem. I have been one-shotted by trample many a time. And they put all their counters on that, and it's a 1-drop. So I'm seeing it. For sure. Trample is the problem. Even I know that. Think of Enter Death, but that's about it unless you have some combo shenanigans. They're putting the thing on the non-trampler. Totally alright with that. They are both seam ripped, so they might have a way to get around that. Just attacking with... yeah, I'm just attacking with one thing. Alright. We have a chance, especially because I have Aven, so we're going to have a flyer regardless. If they do kill one thing, they might just have enough mana to do... I don't know. But I'm feeling alright with this. Definitely seeing the difference in power levels between Golden and last season with freaking Platinum, because I literally ranked up to Platinum 2 at least 8 times. I think that just means I'm a Platinum 2 doofus. Apparently that's my skill level, which kind of embarrassing. Maybe not. Does he have a reacher? No, he doesn't. And he hasn't given up. He's a mad lad. Love this guy. Usually they give up. Boom. Thank you for letting me attack. I'm gonna hit him with a good game. No, that's rude. I don't know. Good game can go. I don't know. I don't want to hit him with a good game. He was silent. I'll stay silent. The Strixhaven Storm Dragon. I did have fun. I like green. I would love to play green almost every time. I love playing against green. I don't know Legacy, but if I'm betting, probably not unless I'm not seeing a bonkers interaction. You can ramp it out and then the game's over. No. I'm kind of confused at the state of the chat right now. You guys are talking about high-level cards that I barely have knowledge of. That was a decent game. That was a decent game. You guys, I think you guys are talking amongst each other, so I'm not even gonna try to parse it together. I'll try and embarrass myself. I was thinking of Brawl though. That profile picture makes me think that I'm playing against the mirror, but this is quite a hand. Keeping it. I have no protection, but I have 2 more creatures, so maybe I can get away with this. He is... Ooh! Ooh! This is great for me. My Optimus the Scavenger survived 2 turns. I did not think that was going to happen. And I still dare Optimus Scavenger because I'm the only one that gets to have happiness in my life. Definitely not someone that's playing white and black with Optimus Scavenger. That's not okay. And they can't... Oh my gosh. Low-key think it's worthwhile to play another Sheltered by Ghost. But what if they play a Sacrifice? They might play a Sacrifice effect. Man. Yeah, Weaver for another creature is definitely better. But now there's value tied in the Optimus Scavenger. Lee, they're playing your deck. Do you have... You have... If I remember correctly, you have sacrifice effects. I think I gotta learn my... cancel. Nope. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Nope, I'm not doing it. Because if they do kill it, I'll have a spider back. And I can seam rip their Ultimate Scavenger. And I have enough mana to do will things. That's definitely the better play. Actually, me thinking about it for so long shows I suck at the game. That was an obvious choice. Obvious choice. Because yes, I'll be an optimistic scavenger down, but they have to pay their taxes. They have to pay their taxes. They get it back, but I was expecting that. They're tapped out. It's a 2-drop. Boom. My spider's big now, too. And I have protection. 3. Let's put some not protection, let's put ward on my spider. I'll give them a turn of if they want to play enchantments or not. I'm gonna hold up Shard Mage so I can guarantee my survival, I think. Because if they do a nowhere to run again, I can Shard Mage in response to it. No Home says good play. Thank you so much. I do feel like that was the best play, to be sure. And I think it was right to not seam rip the Optimus Scavenger right now. I think the correct play is to hold up the Shard Mage 100%. Because once I have double strike on it, I just win the game. Sheltered by Ghost. Okay. Resolve. Wait to target. Now they have ward on their thing. Oh, they're paying the ward. Idiot. Absolute Jabronson. They're tapped out. I win the game. Simple as that. They lost. Ooh, and an Aven. Double strike. However, they're tapped out. I have no fear. So I'll just simply win the game. How about them apples? Yes. Auto pay. Give me that. All attacks. Oof. 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 I don't think I have a very good win percentage against that deck. That's why it feels good to beat it. They're bad. They should have targeted the shelter and not the creature. 100%. That's why I was like super, not bad, but not great. Great way to say that. Definitely. That's why I was so happy that they paid the ward. Because if they chose to do what you said, they would have killed my creature. Well, no, I had Shard Mage still, so my creature would have lived, but they would have had that. I think the result would have stayed the same, but I would have been less confident about it because they wouldn't have paid the ward. Unbelievable. My drawing today is great. Limey, I like that name too. I have 3 creatures. I can afford to play the Optimus Scavenger turn 1. A forest? A chocobo? I'm gonna win. I'm gonna spend a turn. Play this. Attack. They're not gonna block. Might as well. Now I'm not gonna block with Optimus Scavenger. Trying to make a standard Frogger shell work in Orzhov is interesting, but I don't really think there's much point. The point would be that you're having fun, right? All right. I'm not blocking that. I'm not an idiot. I can read that. I can read. I've been got by that once or twice. I don't like to admit. 2-3, boom. Now I can do many things this turn, so I shall. I'll make both fly. How about them apples? The Ethereal Armor on the Wonder Weave this one. Then the other one. That's a 2-3, but I'm in the air now, baby. Oh. When things go my way, it makes you feel like you're good at the game, when honestly, that's not the case. You're just drawing well, and you're playing a deck that just does, when you draw well with this deck, it's not as mind-numbingly dumb as the Cavaro deck, but it's like 2 or 3 notches behind. It's very one-track minded, definitely. Now it's a 4-5. I would love to draw removal. I would love to draw removal at this point, but I'm doing 6 damage. That's not removal. That's a shame. It is what it is. But we have some chump blockers now, and as long as they don't have the thing that gives them all like trample. What is that? Can't remember the name. I should know the name by now. It's not. Yeah, I don't remember the name. I need to play mono white for quest. Well, let's take out Hellish Norn. As long as you can out-heal his... That's true. I have no healing effects at the moment, though. But I'm hoping to survive long enough for Trample to be... I'm hoping to survive long enough for Trample not to be in effect. Because he's at 10, 6, he'll be at 4. I'll have 3 chump blockers. There's a Badger Mode Cub, that's not great. Okay, we're fine with this as of now. He's looking at my things like he can kill it for some reason. But he only has 1 land, so he can tap this for 2, right? But this is colorless, isn't it? No, this is just sacrifice. Interesting. Ooh, he might not even... He's thinking about not attacking? What is going on? Why is he so confused? Okay, he is attacking. I can't take it out, so I'm definitely going to be taking a lot of damage here. No blocks. Alright. It all comes down to these. Really, any enchantment will win me the game, and it worked. I win. He has no reachers. Good game. Yes, it was. Good game. What a clutch draw. If I didn't draw that, I probably would have lost. He hit me with a good game. He's a nice lad. He was playing a cool deck. In fact, that might be the deck I make next. Maybe. How? Well, it would be too tempting to put Orboid in it, and I don't want to put Orboid in it. I probably just build the Frog deck next. That's the one I've been thinking about for so long. An Earthbend deck, yeah. Earthbend seems super fun. I love Earthbending, but the whole Badger Milk Cup thing makes it... I don't know, it just makes... It puts a sour taste in my mouth, even though that's not the reason. I just like Earthbending. I think it's a cool mechanic. Maybe you can build a competitive deck without those problem cards. I don't think... You know, Badger Milk Cup is obviously great. But Orboid is what really makes it the problem, because it's a turn 2 Orboid with Badger Milk Cup, right? Right? Or is it turn 3 Orboid? I don't know, but it's a freaking quick Orboid. Simic Earthbend would be fun. That's true. Alright, let's be smart. I would love to keep this, but we all know I wouldn't draw a second land. Much better keeping this. Putting 1 Ginger Brew back. Definitely, definitely. Alright, this is alright. Ooh. Against a mirror match, this might be fast enough. Alright, we like that. We like that. Going second against a mirror match is not the best for me, though. Definitely a mirror match. Alright, we win these. We win these, especially after drawing that. Alright, we'll take a turn to set that up. We're going to just do that. We are going to attack with Ginger Brew, because I don't think he wants his most helpful Weaver to fizzle. And I have something left in my hand, so he definitely wasn't going to make that trade. I knew he wasn't going to make that trade. Now... he wants to buff that up, and now he may Sheltered by Ghost or Seam Rip something, but I have the answer. We have the technology. I knew it! But I'm too good for you, sir. I know your deck better than you know it. And this is the game basically right here, because I'm just going to draw removal. I'm just going to draw removal, simple as that. Let's share the love, because obviously this has the target on his back for just being super good. Simic Earthbend is a fun 30-minute turn. Very well said. Low-key kind of think that's kind of worth it, but no blocks. We'll let them get their life back. This is an interesting turn of events. Now I have 2 on the board. Now I'm going to draw something absolutely cracked here. Let's put it on this one to do the most damage this turn as possible. Let's keep buffing this thing up. Let's buff this thing up again to make... maybe he'll choose to outs the Ginger Brute, because that's even more evasive than Optimus Scavenger is, and maybe he realizes that. I will be taking 8 damage. He's gonna be getting in the back, but he's not flying. So I think I might actually just chump block here. Funny enough. Never would I thought that that was gonna happen to me, chump blocking with Optimus Scavenger. The Bay in the deck, but it looks like he's gonna kill the Optimus Scavenger before I have a chance to. Alright, he's taking a while. I have no response. I'll be right back. Sorry. Yep. Ward 4/4 is a problem. How much damage is this gonna be? Well, he looks like he's stuck on 2 planes. So he's gonna be getting 10 back. He's gonna be at 25. I wanna be at 6. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad, but I might be able to get removal. I might be able to get removal and I'm not gonna have enough to pay for it though, because he has a Ward 4, doesn't he? So I'm gonna have to chump block. Damn, that sucks. Okay. Let's put this on this. Keep sharing the love, methinks. This is no longer first striking. So I'm gonna buff this up. God damn, man. A fucking planes. I'm gonna have to... That's a shame. I should have made it so one of them survived the block. Yeah, that was stupid of me. Okay. We'll do this. This attack for 5. Leave the Optimus Scavenger up in case I have to. Okay. I can wait. I can wait to be done. I don't want to lose a mirror match. Because my hand was too good to lose a mirror match. But the double strike is so good. But the double strike with the lifelink is so good. I have a hard time building decks that feel cheesy when I play against them. Yeah, me too. Ethereal armor. That's fine. I was already prepared. As long as he can't fly. I was already prepared to chump block. Another one. Okay. I can draw removal and this game will be mine again. And now he doesn't have a way to make it flying. But he's getting a lot of life. Pass. All I need to do is draw removal. A seam rip. Pass. Boom. Chump block. I need to draw a seam rip. And I don't think I haven't played one. So it's 4 out of 48. Come on. Okay. We live another turn. But he's going to have... He's going to have a way... Well... We'll see what happens. If he feather applies, he wins, obviously. If he does not, we have a chance still. Come on now. Come on. This would be an epic comeback. My win percentage against a mirror match has taken a hit, and there it is. And there it is. Concede. Be right back. Whew. Yeah, my win rate against the mirror match has taken a hit. As of recently, make blue-red prowess. Big Sean, welcome back, Big Sean. How you been? How you been? Blue-red prowess feels like this. The reason why, obviously, I like that type of game, but I feel like it's the same. It's the same deck basically. If you're looking for a new deck type that will survive multiple metas, I'd probably argue with Big Sean. Yeah, it's just the deck I play next, I want to feel completely different than this deck. And that's just basically play all your cards as fast as possible. So that's why I'm trying to go against that idea. However, otters are cool. Build a mono. There's a saying right now that is basically indomitable after multiple bannings. Build a mono black. Well, we all know how I feel about mono black. But Tiny Bones is kind of cool. Tiny Bones is kind of cool. Let's Sheltered by Ghost this, I think I want to do that. Why? Because they can't pay the ward next turn. So that's a turn that slows them down basically, and that's the name of the game. Plus it gains me life. So actually this is a better start than last. Honestly, going first against maybe my win rate in the mirror match was so high because I was going first consistently. And I just wasn't realizing that. Because going second in the mirror match does really put you behind the 8 ball. But then again, the Aven does slow me down a bit. You sure? Do you remember when I played Tiny Bones against you? I do, but that was Brawl, and I believe you were trying your best. You were trying your best. Yeah, I do remember that. But I think because I hate hand ripping so much that it's always like I think Hailson, you were part of the draft stream. Remember how excited I was when I got that hand ripping card for myself? Every time I drew it, I was giddy and I couldn't wait for the optimal time. And eventually I took it out, and that's when I started winning. So I do feel like it would be fun to be, you know, you live long enough to either die a hero or become the villain. And I would be becoming the villain in that moment. Yeah, I think it's better to I think it's better for this to whiff, as we learned last game, than not. Good game, he says. Good game. All attacks. 5-4. That took a lot of thought, probably because I was formulating my thoughts to respond to the chat. So let me focus up real quick. Being behind in the mana does stymie me a bit. A Wonder Weave, at least they're not killing my Ginger Brute. That's great for me. I'm gonna Feather a Flight now and hope to draw maybe a Plains for next turn. A Shard Mage is 1 turn too late, unfortunately. But I'm at 27. Okay, stop saying good game. I get it, good game. I get it. Double Strike, I'm at 34, so I have time. I have time even if they do kill my Ginger Brute at the moment. I do have one of his cards. Okay, I'm okay with this. He can pay for it, that's fine. I was expecting it. He can start getting some of his life back. But we have some things. He has 2 cards in his hand. I'm at 3rd. I'm at 25. He's at 13. I still have fucking 2 planes. That's fine. Let's just start trying to build back. Not that big of a deal. We have some turns. He's going to be getting life every single turn, though. This is not great for me. But again, he's down to 2 cards. I have lots of cards. Aven sucks in the mirror match. Oh, of course I'm... God damn it. Of course I'm running in the mirror match more often now that I've added Aven. But again, that's just an excuse, and we don't like excuses around here. We don't like excuses around here, and of course I fucking draw another Aven. Of course I drew another Aven. Aven sucks in the mirror match. God damn it. Vampire decks are fun. Someone put a deck that was a human warlock that was black and white that seemed pretty cool, and that gave me vampire vibes. I don't think it was a vampire though. Mono green Stumpy Boys is always fun. Yeah, that's calling my name. 100%. It would feel bad to play Auraboid, but hey man, they didn't ban it, so they must consider it fun. Plus, I don't think it topped any tournaments, right? So that must mean that it's fair. Also, too, another deck that I think would be cool is Elementals. I think Elementals are pretty cool. Keeping this, we might get a good matchup here. If this is against Mono White, I will fucking throw my computer across the room. Ooh. All right. We're about this. Lily. Yes, I think it was Lily. Elemental's got a lot of support recently. Is it true that they're gonna get more? Okay, now I'm mad again. I didn't think that this was just this reanimation slot package. This is definitely not fast enough to win this, but I do have an Avon. And I think Guevara is a 4-drop. All right, we have a chance again. We have a chance again. Avon's good again. This is why I added Avon. It's for this exact moment. Maybe they don't have any more lands. Maybe they milled their land. Maybe they suck at the game. Of course they suck at the game because they're playing Guevara. We'll see though. No point in speculating. It is? Okay, I got that right. I have Galta, Primal Hunger behind my phone. A 12-12 Dino with Trample. I have not forgotten that fact. That is how we know my phone from other phones. This is the Galta. Okay, another one hits the graveyard. That's fine. And they have this in their hand? Why did they add this to their hand? That was strange. Weird. I don't think I can do anything at this point. No attacks. End turn. Not a great space to be in. But next turn we'll be able to play Optimus Scavenger. This will be a double striker. So I will be attacked next turn. I can play Avon out of a flyer. I can attack with 2 things next turn. Hopefully I can draw another Avon. That would change things. Landfall is so... I agree. That's why when someone was saying... I think it was you, Erie, that was saying that gonna build a midweek Magic Brawl deck. Ooh. Maybe they're not playing Guevara. Maybe they're not playing Guevara. They have to be playing Guevara. But they have this in their hand, not the graveyard, you know what I mean? Let's make the flyer double striking. Okay. Okay. Let's put the Optimus Scourge on the board. Let's hope. Let's hope I can attack, you know what I'm saying? Let's buff up the double striker as much as possible. Let's take away the formidable speaker so I can attack with more things. Buff up this. Maybe my board doesn't get decimated in 1 turn. Then maybe we have a chance. They have 4 mana. This is a lot of mana. Why did they put this in their hand? I don't understand. They have 5 in their graveyard. Impending again. This is the weirdest version of this deck I've ever played against. They're looking at my Sheltered by Ghosts inquisitively. I am confused. Wastewood Verge. Destroy target non-land permanent. They really wanted this back for some reason. Okay. But now they can't Guevara this turn. They put this back in their graveyard. Okay. There's Guevara. I should have kept Avon. Oh, I thought I was gonna... But that's fine. I win. Yes, I win. They were too slow. Fuck Guevara. Worst card to ever exist ever in history. Ooh. Counterspell their 4-drop. Did I do that? Was the Kiora 4-drop? I think I did. Don't tell him it will be funnier. Hailson preys on my downfall. I can imagine Hailson's reaction when he got to play Tiny Bones against me. And it's like, it was a giggle fest. I guarantee it was a giggle fest. Just saying, don't not play black, because it also has Steal Your Hand stuff in it also. Nice. Eventually I will. And eventually I will play probably everything, but again, I'm free to play. Every day that goes by, I'm tempted to pay money in the game. I will say that once my move is completed, I will probably drop a couple bucks on the game and probably build some decks. But again, I'm trying to be a responsible adult. I've done well so far. We had a couple hiccups. We bought some commander decks. I bought the Dan deck from us. First of all, I love saying Dan. Second of all, I bought it from a scalper, so we got some setbacks. But overall, I feel like I've been somewhat of a responsible adult. So you know what I'm saying? I'll pat myself on the back there for that. 2 forests. I love playing against green. But what the hell is this? Trample, when this creature dies, you may cast it from the graveyard. Okay. Well, what if you don't die? What if you don't die, my friend? What if you get exiled? Let's see what I scry. Oh, my Lanta. It would be lovely, lovely, lovely to have 3 lands. But seeing as that's not happening, and seeing as they have trample, I think I'm gonna, oh man. Yep. I'm gonna play it on, I'm gonna go fast, scribe back. Maybe I should have scribed that away. Maybe I should have, I don't know. You have another one, okay. But I didn't die. So you didn't die. Okay. Boom, I can still attack, that's fine, that's great for me actually. We're gonna hold on to the Shard Mage, we'll be alright with 3 damage. And turn. The weird part is Zombify. 4-mana Reanimate was legal on center when Atraxa, the arguably scarier target, was legal. There's a scarier target? That's nutty. That honestly, that ruins my mood. No, I'm just kidding, that doesn't ruin my mood. But if I was dramatic, I would say that ruins my night. Because that's crazy that there's a worse target. Resolve, okay? It seems like they're not in the business of killing me. So I'm gonna play on this step of some sort. On my Ultimate Scavenger. Let's share the love. Let's put it on this one. I don't know which one's better. A Plains! Yeah, we'll take that. I would love to play a Plains. A Plains. A Feather of Flight on this one because it's weaker. Keep buffing this up because that's guaranteed damage going through. I would rather have something other than the Plains now. Maybe a Shard Mage does me just fine. Indubitably. They're gonna go down to 10. I think I'm playing alright right now. They're letting both go through. This would be 5, 6. Damn, I messed up. I could have won that turn. But I think I'm just going to win regardless. I don't think they have a single card that will defeat me in one foul swoop. But I could be wrong. They seem like they're playing a very fair Magic the Gathering deck. I love that. I love that for me. They attack. What a mad lad. What a mad lad. Why is Kavaro so much more present? That's what I want to know. I spent 40 on Arena and was able to put enough farming decks together to consistently farm every day. Yeah, 40 seems like a fair price. Could one... Does one win a tournament? I suppose Living End is better than Big E Scary 7-7 with a good ETB. There was, fortunately. Right on the money, Golgari mid-range. I won 3-4 midweek. Congrats into Plat. Hell. Did I go to Plat already? Ah, damn it. That's crazy. I think I won 3 out of like 9, Erie. So you are a really good player. Thank you for the congratulations, Stella. I kind of wish I was in my La La Land. I wish I wasn't in Platinum. Because now I'm just going to run into Demir and I'm probably going to get shite hands, but this is a good hand. So maybe not. Maybe I'll just stay on a roll. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the same people are the people that I'm going to be facing still. Who knows? Potentially. No, it was just to satisfy A's. Okay, that was great news. Ooh, a grand. All right, well that kind of tells me what I'm gonna do. I'm going to say no attacks, end turn, and leave the Shard Mage in my hand. No, I just played a mean white deck with enchantments that made creatures not able to attack or block. There it is. There it is. I have survived. I knew it was coming. I didn't want to be mana efficient, but obviously that was the right thing to do. Now they can't do it again because I'm hexproofed. My third win was with my crappy mono white angel deck, so apparently that wins. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna stay alive another turn rotation with my Optimus Scavenger while dealing damage. Precious damage, that feels good. And we're gonna get a flyer on the field, so next turn the world is my oyster. I can do it 3 turn rotations actually is gonna stay alive. Okay. Maybe Monument to Endurance is coming out, so that means 4 rotations is going to come by. That's very good for me. Pass. Come on, tap out. Boomerang basics, there we go. Their little cheap hate spells might not be enough to kill it now. There we go. Hopefully it stays alive, but it looks like it's not going to. Avon doesn't stay alive. That's fine. But now I think this will. It will. Oh, love that for me. I think I gotta do the same thing again. Yep. I think I gotta do the same thing again. Maybe not, though. Maybe the right thing to do would have been Optimus Scavenger sheltered by Ghost. Yeah, I'm regretting that choice. But I'm gonna live with it. Next. I think I'm gonna just... Yeah, they obviously have a bunch of these cards, and I'm already past the 2-2. So I'm gonna do it on the Boomerang basics. Because this can be killed now. It can be killed now. That's fine if they want to kill that. They have 2 remaining. Accumulate Wisdom. Alright, it's staying alive. And that opens up the doors to play differently. Monument to Endurance. Love that, actually. It's staying alive. Now it's gonna be warded. So we have a chance. Not fast enough, but they're down at 12. So who knows what I draw? Okay. Boom. Oh. 4 mana to spend. Let's do this. Let's gain life. Sheltered by Ghosts on my already big one. Now this might not be the correct answer, but I don't think I can do a turn rotation of that. And we're gonna keep buffing this up to get it past range. But the Boomerang basics, but they'll pay the ward for it. So maybe I should have shared love, shouldn't I have? Yeah. I'm gonna be gaining life. They're still at 12 though. And I'll have an Optimus Scavenger for next turn. I'll draw a Feather of Flight. They won't have anything in the air. Maybe I can draw a Feather of Flight. I don't know. They're gonna pay their taxes for it. They get their Monument to Endurance back. And I have it in my hand. So I still have it to play. Okay. So this isn't devastating. They do have only 2 cards in their hand. 3 now. It's not... Anytime that Monument to Endurance has come out, my chances of winning the game has drastically declined. Now we have Shard Mage's Protection. Now it has increased again. Definitely. Gonna make this a flyer. Why not? We're gonna continue to buff up one thing. Because my chances of winning is to get out of range of the cheap spells. Oof. No. I don't think that's correct. That will be 6, 7, 8. Nope, I don't think I could do it. But I think that they will be able to get rid of one of my scavengers, but not both. And I think they're going to be greedy and attack with the Grand. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Okay. So they're going back to 3, but they can draw a card. They're going back to the 4. Resolve. This is a 4/3. You're gonna it's fucking just once this gets to this point, the deck is so cracked and it's so annoying to play against because each of their turns last so long. And whenever they have one of these stupid idiots, they have multiple. But the good news is they paid precious mana to do it. Draw a card, discard a card. Maybe that was the right time to have Shard Mage, because obviously they're looking for something. Should I Shard Mage now? No, I don't think so. Because you never know what they draw. I don't think that was the right... yeah, I don't think so. There it is. Okay, more manas. No, did they play that for free? Okay, they're down to 2 manas. They're searching. Okay, they're gonna get manas back. This is fine. I just need a 1 well-timed Shard Mage. There it is. Deals damage equal to 2 plus the number of lesson cards. Okay. We're gonna try it. They still have 3 mana to spend. But again, they're tapped, their creature's tapped. So I might be able to survive. I might be able to survive and deal enough damage next turn. But there goes all of my... They have 1 treasure left. No blocks. Come on, give me another enchantment. Please give me another enchantment. They have another one, don't they? I mean, they drew every fucking card. And I have Ginger Brew. Fuck. Again, there's a chance. I can't scoop because there's a chance. Speaking of Platinum Hell, this is a great game to epitomize that. This is fucking hell. I hate... This is why I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the fucking gameplay is shit. Save your mana now, just hit the gas and hold on. I should have hit the gas further, shouldn't I have? Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Alright, let's see. No blocks. Pass the damage. 21 to 6. Alright. Alright. It's fine by me, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't let this happen. I should have... Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have let that happen. Because now they're getting 1,000,000 manas. Yeah, it's definitely... The chances of me surviving is 0. Okay, that's a lot of mana to pay for that, though. That's a lot of mana to pay for that. Combustion technique. Okay. They're at 3. There it is. I might survive. There is a chance I survive. And I can't pay it. Of course not. Of course not. But again, I have Ginger Brew. God, Monument to Endurance. It's a shitty deck, the Monument deck. I hate Monument. I like the card because it looks cool, right? And I didn't draw Ginger Brood. But how cool would it have been if I did draw Ginger Brood? Even the game changer, except when it gets fucking countered, eh? Except when it gets countered, eh? That's okay. It does kind of ruin my mood just because, like, it feels like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I hate that for me, but... Whatever. I don't run into that often. But my win rate against it is not very good, and maybe that's a skill issue. Hey, Avon's here. Avon's here. We have a chance. I do like Avon against Demir, and that's what I run into the most. But apparently not. Are people not playing Demir anymore? Well, the one thing I know for certain about Red is that I cannot play Optimus Scavenger without some sort of hexproof available to me. And is this fucking lessons again? I'm gonna be fucking mad if it is. Alright. We're just gonna hold up 1. And that sucks. Can I go back? Remove stop. No. Stop. Stop at end of turn. I'm already at end of turn. Stop at end of turn. Resolve. Maybe I can I play Optimus Scavenger now? Can I go back? Enter? I don't think I could have anyways. Yep, it is this fucking sloppy ass deck. And they went first. This is fine. Pass. My turn. I can't risk them responding to my Shard Mage. So let's do Optimus Scavenger here. And then attack. Next. Now I'm feeling alright. Because I can hold up Shard Mage and Avon next turn if they don't kill me. which they're probably going to, let's be real. But this seems like a slower Is It Lesson deck, but maybe, yeah, way slower. What the hell is going on? I'm totally confuzzled. Let's try. All attacks, 2 attacks. What the hell is... Do they keep a risky hand and it's not paying dividends for them? What the hell is going on? Okay, well, let's try... Which one is it targeting? This one? Let's try it. Boom. Okay. Boom. Fuck your little It'll Quencher bullshit. Hate that card. That was a pretty good little sequence of events there. Now, well, one I'm gonna put there, and then there. Put them both outside of the 2 damage threshold. This one is at their mercy, unfortunately. There's Grand. Boomerang basics on this one. But they're down to 1 card. And of course, the 1 card is Accumulate Wisdom. Of course. What the hell? Alright, this is definitely not a standard Is It Lessons deck. But I'm totally fine about it. Because now they're going to... Cool but rude. I don't care. The 5/5 is kind of crazy though. They have 1 mysterious card in It'll Quench Ya, which is going to be probably used against my next Optimus Scavenger. However, I have 6 now. No, I have 5. I have 3 and a... Okay. Let's... Let's... I'm not sure what the correct thing to do here is. They're tapped out. I can do anything. I can do anything right now, but the question is... This doesn't tap for mana, right? No, it doesn't. Man, that kind of sucks. I think I'm going to... Oh, but they can counter the Aven, can't they? Yeah, they can counter it, but they have 5, and that will be 2. Okay, I've decided. I'm gonna play Optimus Scavenger. Then I'm gonna play the Weaver. Go wider than he is. Then I'm going to put this above many thresholds, maybe. And attack for 6, put him at 9. This is feeling... I don't know, I don't have a good win rate. I don't have a good win rate against this deck, so I don't want to speak out of turn. They tapped out for this. I am at 13, but I have 2 blockers. Certainly not. I'm really focusing because I don't want to lose to this deck 2 times in a row. Now they're tapped out again. I am confused what their plan is. I just win, right? They're tapped out. I don't have to be worried about anything. I'm feeling okay about killing the Grand. Yeah, okay. So in this season, I'm 50-50 against this stupid deck. However, I don't think this is a standard list, so I can't be too hyped on it. Yeah, Monument, your assessment is correct. Standard didn't used to be like this. They're like really? So I'm 2 to 3 years too late. I am still enjoying it, don't get me wrong, so I don't want to complain too much. Speed-wise, it has sped up quite a bit. I don't really mind the speed of standard right now. I don't like Kavaro because it just feels like you wait 4 turns and you win. There's no brain power involved in that. What I don't like is the long single turns. I don't like playing with yourself. And that's what Yu-Gi-Oh is. Granny plus Accumulate is just a really overwhelming combo. The problem, they're probably waiting to counter. The problem with the games being up is that the opening hand matters much more, which is something you can't control. Essentially, the faster the game becomes, the more it relies on luck. Soul God is a classic hate piece for superior Spider-Man decks. Oh, I see. Hold enough mana for Avon. It is kind of the same as the paradox of skill. The better people become, there's diminishing return on how good you can become, and the factors such as luck start to matter more. Not to mention rotation hangs on to the extra year. Sets release twice as frequently to compound onto the problem. There are a few games where I feel like, oh, these are 2 or more lines I could play. I wonder which one is best. It is usually one obvious best line. There is like no long time strategy, just tactics. Magic right now is in the same place StarCraft was with Zerg. Rushes in my opponent. Kavaro still need to send the right cards in the graveyard. Ooh! What a hand! What a freaking hand, man. Alright. Let's do it. I certainly can't lose to this, right? That's certainly not. Ooh, the Discord. Something real is up. I wonder if Something Real wants to play. I wonder if he's watching me or just playing with the peeps. Ooh! Alright. We're just gonna win. Yeah! We're gonna spend a turn and play both Optimistic Scavengers. We're gonna pass, no attacks, and we're just gonna win. I haven't played Something Real in quite a while. Maybe like almost a month. We just played Hailston, you just played Something Real? Cool. Damn. That makes me feel hyped about the Discord, and it feels like we're building a community, man. It feels cool. Feels hella cool. All right, but I gotta focus up once again. What do I want to do? I think I want to get the most value possible from this enchantment that I'm gonna play. I doubt that they're going to play a hand rip. However, Mockingbird's kind of weird. I don't really know what they're playing any longer. However, I don't want them to have that much extra mana than me. And the fact that the flyer is the problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my counters on this Optimistic Scavenger. Gain as much life as possible. And maybe force him to block it. So then they're back to 2 mana. Certainly they weren't going to do that. They'd miss a land drop. No, they went second, didn't they? Yeah, they went second, so they didn't miss a land drop. Now they're at 4 mana. This is much more workable. Land of War Elves, still at, no, this is haste. It needs to have haste to be able to tap for mana. So they're at 3 now. Formidable Speaker. Okay. We're liking this. We're very much liking this. If I draw a Feather of Flight, the game's basically over. In my mind. Who knows what they're playing? I have no idea what they're playing. It could be anything. A Badgermole Cub. Okay. Let's scry again. They're tapped out, so I might as well just keep making this absolutely massive. I probably should be sharing love at this point, but all right, gonna scry that away once again. We're gonna attack with just this one, and that's all. I've been flirting with the idea of taking Slumbering Keep Guard out, because I don't know. It just I don't know. Yeah, I think I want to replace Slumbering Keep Guard with more Ginger Brutes. I feel like that's way more impactful in the current state of the game. All right, let's see what they do. 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. Mockingbird goes to the Badgermilk Cup. They have one more card in hand. This might be the card to turn the tides of battle. Hopefully not a sweeper. The sweeper is the only thing that kills me right now, but they can tap this for what? 4 mana? Is that how this works? No, 3 mana. 3, 4, 5 mana. Not a sweeper, maybe? 3, 6, 7. And they're all green though. 9 mana. Oh, this also taps. Maybe not. Oh, and this can read. Oh my god, what the hell are they playing? I have no idea. Put it onto the battlefield and shuffle. Turn this. When this creature return up to 2 target non-land permanents to its on its hand, they have to pay the ward. Do they have the ward? Ah, they have the fucking ward. Shit. But they're at 5. And they have 2 flyers. Ginger Brew. Damn it. I'm at 33 though. Oh no. So nothing has trample though. They have 2 things I can block with. I have 3 things here. But they have a 6/7. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? This would be, that would make it 4, 5, okay. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna threaten lethal. Put them both on Slumbering Keep Guard. Put that away. Do not want to see that at all. Then we're gonna just simply attack with this. Maybe they don't block at all and I can squeak this game out. 2 blockers. Okay, they're blocking this. So this will be 5, 6, 7. Okay, he's gonna die, I'm not. A Plains, and I get a Scry again. That was the correct choice, I think. But they have this, okay. They have this again. But I have, Ginger Brute wins. They have this flyer though. They have 1,000,000 mana to pay. And if this was the worst thing that could happen, Ginger Brute wins. Potentially. I would have to draw... Ginger Brute by itself doesn't win because at the end of the day, just a 1/1. Another Badgermilk Cup, just insane. I'm at 33. So... this is scary enough. X is equal to 8. This was 8. No, it's 6. This was gets trampled. And I lost. Just a bit too slow. I can't believe that opening hand was too slow. Honestly, that's crazy. Green Sweeper coming in. I don't know why it's here. No, the Elf and Jean also tap for 3. Maybe replaced it with Healer's Hawk. Healer's Hawk's an interesting choice. I know Bill's a big fan of Healer's Hawk. Interesting. I'm gonna try it. Because I'm at the bottom rung of Platinum. So this is the time to try new things. I'm gonna try first. Because like Ginger Brute would have been super cool right there. Oh, cool. I haven't seen a Simic Shell build out like this. Someone say 6/7. 6/7? Strixhaven? 8 creature tutors. Wow, that's a good build. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. Alright, we're gonna remove this. Just super there it is. I'm gonna try extra Ginger Brutes first. Me likes the Ginger Brute. The Ginger Brute man. Me and the Ginger Brute man are gonna win. Endless Winter. Interesting. Coma? Is Coma incoming? Okay, what I can say is that I can't complain about the hands. Like, I deserved that loss last game. I must have misplayed somehow, some way. White, blue, kind of scary. But I have 2 of these. Let's not be scared to play it. I don't like the fact that I started second. That puts me behind the 8 ball, definitely. But with a hand like this, I feel like there's just no losing. I hate this card because every time I see this card, I feel like I'm gonna lose artifacts. I need to draw Avon. I need to draw Avon so damn fast right now. Oh man, what do I do? What do I do? I need to seam rip this because if he doesn't have it, he might have the card that says sack the thing that's 2 and gets the thing that's +1 from the 2. I have no idea. I have a 3rd one though. Back-to-back games where I have 3 Optimistic Scavengers available to me. Let's hope that this ends a little bit differently than the previous game. Come on now, they don't have it. It would have been an auto play, I think. There's a Simulacrum. Would have loved to have been able to Avon. This is another deck that I added the Avon for. However, Avon's nowhere to be found. He's nowhere to be found in the time of need. Only is available when I'm playing the mirror match where he's absolutely useless in. But that's fine. It's the name of the game. The name of the game is drawing crap. However, this hand is cracked. I'm not gonna lie. This hand is cracked. However, Simulacrum, I gotta play fast. There's Avon, but I have fucking 2 planes. Why is that the way? He's tapped out. I gotta do as much damage as possible while I can. Unfortunately, I would have liked to have held on to that 1 mana for the Shard Mage's Rescue. However, I think the correct play here is play fast, and maybe that means he doesn't have the Star Cage. Maybe, just maybe. God, I would feel so much better about the situation if I draw planes next turn, because they're not gonna even. If he doesn't Star Cage, I draw planes, I win. No Star Cage planes, I win. Simple as that. Literally that simple. Come on, make my day, punk. Hey, punk. Come on now. Star Cage would have been an auto play, so I don't think he has it. I don't think he has it. Okay, he doesn't. But there's the thing that I was scared of. There's the first Simulacrum. Totally fine with that. There's the Authority of the Consoles, but my creatures are all on the board, my guy. There's... Oh. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna attack with 1. Both of the Avon. And I just win next turn. Simple as that. Let's see if he blocks. He is gonna block, obviously. Next. Okay. Now, my thought process is this. If they spend the 2, they sacrifice another artifact. They'll sacrifice this. I don't care about the 2. They give me 1 turn rotation. They're at 2 then. If they don't play a Plains or a Starting Town or a Blood Farm, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's I'm okay with. I'm gonna win next turn. But then again, he'll have another Simulacrum. There it is. He'll sacrifice that with this for the Star Cage. Boom. This gives me another turn of not getting Star Caged. And that won't hit the field. Maybe nothing will hit the field. And next turn, I'll have a Flyer. I'll just all attack. Play my Shard Mage. Buff the team. And we got Avon. Avon is my boy. Except the Mirror Mage. She's not my boy in the Mirror Mage. This might be making him salty. It might be. I think it might be. Oh, does this gain him life? It does gain him life. 11, still totally doable. Because this will be a 2-2, a 2-2, buff, 4-4. So 4-4, 6, 8. That's 8 damage, 10 damage. He's at a... Oh, no. If he plays with artifacts, it's not an automatic win, but it could be. And he has enough for Star Cage now. I could have just absolutely screwed myself. I don't think he has it though. I don't think he does. Ooh, he doesn't have it. And he got rid of the Aven. Oh, and there's the Ginger Brute. I have won the game, my friends. I have won the game. So we'll start with the Ginger Brute. Oh, no. He just gained more life. I'm such a donkey. I am such a freaking donkey. God damn it. Why am I so bad at the game? Okay, that's fine. Resolve. Next. All attacks. That fucking... Okay, let's protect this first. That's 10 right off the bat. This is 12. Let's share love. Let's do as much damage as possible. Okay, he has no response. So this is just overkill at this point. Let's protect another one. Let's buff multiple. Okay, there we go. There we go. Boom. Oh. That was way more stressful than need be. Okay, let me think about that for a second. So I can internalize, not really internalize the win, but internalize where I fucked up, because that was way too stressful. Did I Aven the right thing? Yeah, I must have. I mean, I won. Yeah. No, actually, should I have let that go? Got him to have spent the mana to sack it, then held up the Aven? No, I don't think so. Because the Aven was an attacker. No, I think that was right. Because it's better to prevent him from getting the Star Cage than plotting the Star Cage, because plotting the Star Cage only solves the problem for one turn. You know what I'm saying? All right, we'll think about this. Simply Legend. I feel like I just played it. Maybe I think I just played this guy because the profile picture was the same. Maybe. Now this is a interesting hand to keep. Against some decks, it might be pretty good. Not sure. Against the Mirror is the deck that I was thinking that I was good against. But once again, going second makes it a bit worse. Now it's not the Mirror. It is this bullshit. However, this is one of the decks where Aven's good against. And I have so many creatures that have both. If he takes away one of the options, it's fine. But he does know I have Aven. That's a worry. A bit of a worry. And he might be able to get rid of both of my Avens. That does suck. But I fucking hate this card. I really hate it. He's tapped out though. This is good for me. It's a Reanimator Slot Fest. Okay. And he has this dumb bitch in his hand. Fuck. Honestly, screw anybody that plays that card. It's so stupid. You're a stupid person that plays it. Literally. I have no brain of my own, so I'll just let the card do the gameplay for me. That's what you're saying. You have the IQ of a cold room. All right. Well, he spent the black, didn't he? So he's gonna get rid of the Aven. So I might as well play the Aven now. That's not what I wanted, but it do be like that sometimes. There it is. Let's see what we can draw into. Kavaro's not automatic next turn. Interesting. Let's see if we can draw into. I mean, it's not possible to draw a playable Aven, but we could play something. Ginger Brute helps. Ginger Brute does help. I'm gonna hold on to Ginger Brute. In fact, I'm gonna hold on to both of those. Because maybe if he does draw a land next turn, maybe I can still sneak it out. I don't know. There's a lot of ifs there. A lot of ifs and buts, but I just remembered that he has the deceit that he can plot. That he has plotted deceit, which sucks. But he didn't. Oh my gosh. They're searching for a creature card. This is gives me a chance to dance again. That means he's missed the drop once again, right? Potentially. He's desperate. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Brothers and sisters, we have a chance to dance. Let's pay the one, do as much damage every turn that we can. Now the question is, okay, it might be a moot point. They might draw a land here, and they might do the Kavaro. Then I'm Avening, and I'm winning. Simple as that. This is why I played Aven. All right, I win. They're not gonna have enough mana. Imagine losing when you're playing this slot. Unbelievable. You should be embarrassed. That's crazy. I literally cannot imagine that deck losing. It's just so good. But I did get lucky. He missed his land drops. I can't get too hyped on that. However, it's been a couple hours. It's past my bedtime. I have a late night. So, let me ask you guys, actually. If anybody wants to play, I haven't asked anybody if they wanted to play. So I think it would be rude to end the stream if, before I ask that question, does anyone want to play? He should be. He was playing Simic. That's true. Let me know if anybody wants to play before I log off. And I will think to myself and respond to a message while I do so. Let's see. There's people on. Do I have a challenge? That's an easy way to see. Don't have any challenges. Let's go, bro. Ooh, Bill wants some. Sounds good. All right. While I'm playing, Bill, let me know if anybody wants to play. Let me know if anybody wants to play. I'm okay. I don't think I have a pink eye from getting less sleep. I think I have a pink eye from getting less. You get the same thing when I'm sleep deprived. I get bloodshot eyes too. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, wait a second. You're choosing watching me over sleep? That's also crazy. Start match. All right, Bill. Is today your day? Is today your day? I gotta remember to check if Discord pops to see if something real wants to play. I always forget that, and I feel like a donkey afterwards. Rarely happens for me. That's lucky. I have tried everything to sleep. I'm literally a bona fide insomniac. Sleeping pills don't work. Experimental drugs don't work. Alcohol doesn't work. Literally nothing works. My girlfriend calls me a robot. Okay, Bill, I draw pretty damn well against you every time. Pretty damn well every time. However, you're going first this time, so this might be just what you needed. Might be. However, I don't think you can come back from a turn one ginger brew. I don't think anyone can. I don't think anyone can. At night is the only time I get peace and quiet in the house. Oof. Great point. And there goes the ginger brew. Ooh, another good draw. All right, you will have the technology to kill my Winterweave next turn, but maybe he doesn't. I love living. I don't live alone, but I live with only one person, my girlfriend, in the homestead. They chose not to kill me. That's great for me. This is a 3-drop, so I only have one choice to make sure this survives one more turn rotation while also dealing with a threat. I am missing my land drop, which sucks, but I'm getting life. Let's go. 16 to 23. 4 mana to 2. They're looking at my card. They might be able to get rid of the Sheltered by Ghost. But they can't. Okay. I was about to say, they did. Thank God they did the math wrong. Okay, now I simply... He hit Tooks. You got me stressed, Bill. You had me stressed for a second. However, He might have enough juice to pay for the wards next turn. Might even be able to get rid of a Sheltered by Ghost. So I think I'm gonna just shotgun that for sure. He's thinking big time. He wrote downfall. What? Bill, what are you doing? Bill! What the heck? You're letting me win right now. Definitely. Come on now. Alright, now he has enough. If he has a 1-drop kill thing, he has enough to kill the Wonder Weave now. And that's the one. Plotted the vampire. Vampires are fun, but not for ye, but just for me. I have 5 damage in there. This would be 5. Let's draw another card, I think. Let's make the Alchemist Scoundrel fly. Let's gain more life. Another one hits the hand. They go to 4. Now I could get swept here. So it's not over yet, but I do have a creature. I have 2 creatures in my hand, so I feel safe. I feel safe to have played aggressively. Marauding Light Priest. What a name. That card actually looks pretty cool. They have a flyer. I draw everything against Bill. I'm so sorry for it. I am literally so sorry for it. Let's keep getting life as much as possible. Good game. He already hit me with a good game, but I shall simply just attack with my flyers and win. Oh, brother. Good game, Bill. Good game. All right, let's just make sure I didn't miss a message from something real. I have not. Ooh, what a game to leave off on. I will be back tomorrow, ladies and gents. Thank you guys all. Math is hard. Math is definitely hard. Math is for the blockers, as they say. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you, Bill, for the game. I feel bad because every single time we play, I draw super well. But anyways, I'm gonna stop monologuing. I'm gonna try my darnest to sleep, but watch what happens. What happened the last 2 nights is that as soon as I get off stream, the coughing fits are coming back. Oh, it's so annoying. But let's hope today's the first day where that doesn't happen. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a great night, everybody, and a great day tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna end the stream right now.